Patrick Alexandre, the CEO and founder of Crossject. We're going to talk through what a year they've had and what exciting things they have to come. So I'll let you kick off and just talk us through who Crossject are and how you came to be where you are today.
Okay. Crossject first developed a needle-free auto-injector. So at the very beginning of the story, we were a medical device company. And then we found more interesting also to combine this auto-injector with drugs in some specific indications in order to propose a solution that is perfectly suited for certain situations. And as our device is very easy to understand, very safe to use, so we decided to concentrate on the indication where self-administration by the patient or non-professional healthcare brings effectively high medical service. So instead of describing, I think the best is to show you how it works. So the combination of our device with the drug is a drug. It will be distributed through prescription. So the patient has a prescription for the drug. It purchased in the pharmacy. It's already embedded. You have nothing to do to prepare when you need to perform the injections. You just this is my healthy volunteer. So I will not inject on yourself.
So make a good video.
So when you need, you just have to open, no button, nothing to do.
Okay.
You just have to put on the injection site. So it generally can be directly on the site. It can be through the closing, so if necessary, it works. And you just have to push, and then in a fraction of a second, the whole dose is administered. So, and we also demonstrated through more than 1,000 tests with volunteers, could be adults, adolescents, could be trained people, untrained people. So mainly 100% of the people succeed in using it. In the meantime to use is less than 1 minute. So it's also perfectly suited for some emergency situations. So out of hospital, so what does it mean? You are diagnosed as possibly have some seizures. You have a prescription of that, you have it with you every day. And when the seizure is coming, it will be yourself, it will be coming from someone of your neighborhood, a caregiver, that will proceed to the injections and then call the 911 if necessary. And we decided to concentrate first on epilepsy, anaphylactic shock, adrenal insufficiency, where it's really important, mandatory to have this injection, emergency dose, as close as possible to the beginning of the seizure. So less than 20 minutes for anaphylactic shock, but less than 5 minutes for epilepsy seizure.
Yeah, nice. Well, who would be competitors in this space?
So the competition, so in some case, for example, for anaphylactic shock, there are solutions that they are a product needle-based auto-injector, but you need to apply strongly several seconds while the device injecting the dose. So generally more than half of the situation, people do not push hard sufficiently and during the sufficient time, so they don't have the full dose.
Right.
So the most well-known product for anaphylactic shock is EpiPen. So clearly, Crossject is coming with a solution where it reduces the risk of misuse and it increases the potential to save the life. And clearly in the epilepsy, we intend to create the EpiPen of epilepsy. Some other products are coming out, are some needle-free, they are nasal-based solutions, but they are not so easy to use and they have a very high variability. And as in that kind of situation, life-threatening situation, it's very important to manage, to be sure that the right dose is administered at the right depth and the right moment, and Crossject is the perfect and only solution for that.
Yeah, I think it's important to say as well that this has been a 20-year-long journey so far, and you look at last year, 2024, and then plans for next year. It's really exciting now.
Yes, this is the coronation of this effort. It took a long time to develop the product, to have a very reliable product, to combine that with drugs for indications where we are proposing a game changer to save lives. And we are at a few months for the filing of the first application. This is for epilepsy. And in parallel, we also had the opportunity. So there is another potential use of this product against epileptic seizure. It can be used in case of exposure, poisoning to organophosphorate product, neurotoxic products. So could be either industrial accident, a plant that manufactures insecticide product and that burns and so on. But the main thinking of the US administration is in case of terrorist attacks in the US territory. So we signed a contract with BARDA in order to accelerate the filing in the US and manufacture around up to 800,000 roughly units that will be distributed in the US territory in case of terrorist attack. So this contract has been signed in 22, and we really expect to start to deliver this unit this year to the US government. It will be the first commercialization of this product against epileptic seizure. And then in parallel, we are continuing to work for the classical medical distribution under prescriptions, and we expect to start to launch a product for a prescription next year in 26. And this is why we started to build a team here in the US with US people in order to commercialize our product for a prescription.
Yeah, nice. And then I always get interested by this. Why is the US always a priority commercially?
And it's clear for specifically for this indication there is already a tradition in the US to use that kind of product. So the way epilepsy and the way anaphylactic shock is considered is very different and much more mature in the US, but also Europe is one of priority. But we also have activities outside, but we decided to build the commercial teams in the US separately in Europe. For the rest of the world, it will be licensing, so distributors that will purchase the product to Crossject and will sell, because the regulatory process, the medical culture is very different from one country to another. We already have a distribution deal in Australia, for example.
Oh, nice.
So depending on the indication, we can choose between direct distribution and licensing, and we have both the different products. But in order to do that, there was a team in Europe for the commercialization and a team in the US for the commercialization.
Yeah. Congratulations on everything you've done so far.
Yes, it's a long history, and recently, so 2 months ago, we also had. So we regularly find we have a very distributed financial resource. We are not like other biotech company that need to raise 100 million in one time in order. So we are diversified a lot these resources with commercial banks. With BARDA is our first customer. We invoice each month. This is a part important. We also make some capital increase. In time it's between 5 and 10 million. They are very reasonable. And the last one has been we organized a PIPE with European and US investors This is clearly the beginning of a US history with this first commercialization coming, building of the team, but also interesting investors.
Yeah, you must be so proud. I think, like, you know, all those years.
Yes,
really
I mentioned if I knew that it would take more than 20 years to do that, probably I would have stayed in the pharmaceutical job. But yes, after that to have application where we will create value, we will at the beginning of a commercialization, so it is completely another history, and we will save lives, so we don't forget that, but the whole team is also very proud to be in position to save life. And this is development of medical product, manufacturing, and commercialization. This is a complete history, so yes, we are very proud of that.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and hope you get everything you need from JPM.
Yes, GPM is the occasion to see investors, customers, service providers. Everybody is there, so we are there. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it before, but I've been here for the first time this year, and it's so feel good, and you know, everyone's celebrating their wins from last year and the milestones that they're going to hit for this year.
And when you come here, so you have the meeting before coming, but even during the day you meet some people. In fact, everybody's there, so this is plenty of opportunities.
I agree. Thank you so much for coming on, Patrick.
Thank you to you.
Pleasure to meet you. Amazing, thank you so much.